Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Strong finish for Paul George.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Come on, help get me out.
Irving brings the ball up court, fires the three, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
George knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Irving. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
George. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Leonard. His first effort off the mark. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. From long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Jordan. Durant trying to finish, but his shot won't fall. George. He made his first effort, but not that time. Irving had made his first couple, but he misses there. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jared Allen at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Leonard. Can't connect from inside. To Irving. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Leonard hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
And never didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Nets have it. Irving. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Great feed. Whoa, what a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
For three, he made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Paul George. Throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Leonard. Rises for the slam. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Here's an announcement for the parents in the crowd. Have you considered enrolling your son or daughter in one of the summer basketball games? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Kyrie across the timeline. Down by one. No good. That's great defense. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Williams to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Easy path to the rim.
2 points. The assist from number 22, Karis LeVert.
And the finish. Slam dunk.
The assist from number 23, Louis Williams.
They'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. One quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops, but boy, was that fun to watch.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
Paul George, he's now 5 for 6.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Paul George. Jared Allen rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's Durant for 2 with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The assist from number 31, Jared Allen.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Durant gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Off the mark. No good. 4-3. Won't go down. Leonard. Down low, George. Working the outside to Leonard. George. Not that time. To Dinwiddie. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard against KD. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
To Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Leonard to Beverly. Finish that. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads three. Going to launch beyond the arc. Dinwiddie matched up with Paul George.
Everybody pick up, Dia. Trap this.
From the outside, no good. To Dinwiddie. Fires the three, buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, to kick out for, guess what, another one.
George, that's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Drills the three. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
From long range, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 2, Torian Brett.
George, defended by Kevin Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Irving with the basketball. Lead is 12. To Dinwiddie. Fires the three. Offensive goaltending. Wave off the basket. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Durant to Irving. For three, you know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Deep three at the buzzer. So a good first half for the Nets. They're out in front here at the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
A pass stolen by the Nets. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Beverly into the front court. 14-point deficit. Nothing going here on that drive. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pass to get things going.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Durant.
Hey, watch this screen.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
When cold shooting like this starts in the second half, maybe utilize a head fake. Get that defender in the air, jump into him, create some contact, get to the free throw line.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Lead stands at 10. To Durant. Irving. Durant. Tough shot. He hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
George, defended by Kevin Durant. Strong finish for Paul George.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. 4-3. He was all over him.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play, and the margin down to 8. To Jordan. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Irving. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Draws the double and still hits. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Williams to Leonard. Shot clock winding down. Leonard. And Jordan able to secure the rebound. Durant across the timeline. It's a 9-point lead. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Leonard. Paul George fires, gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Number 2.
Kyrie with the rock. Here comes the screen. Irving. Tough make through traffic.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Durant, tough matchup against George. Here comes the screen. Durant. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Leonard. Trying to cash in, draws the double, and still hits.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gets it in the
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Irving to Durant. Irving. Beyond the arc for three. Message received. Well defended. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll try to hammer out a play to wrap up the quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. He'll put it up at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up with the Nets in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the 3rd.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
And count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up by 3. Going to launch beyond the arc with a hot. Shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
George buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
3-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. To Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
George against KD. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Durant to Irving. Here's Durant for 2, and he hits.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Durant. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Durant. Fires the 3, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, As quickly as they built the lead is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Irving. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Williams across the timeline. The deficit is 6. To Beverly. Count it at the line. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Irving, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Beverly to George. Short jumper won't fall. Works it to Paul George. Draws the double and still hits.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Irving from long range. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Irving into the front court. Leads one. To Leonard. Knocked loose. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. To Beverly. Picked up by the Nets.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Leonard. George to Leonard. And he finishes at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Irving. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Kevin Durant lets it go. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Patrick Beverly with the block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Nets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation.